You feed your baby on time. You show up when they cry. You spend your evenings on the floor next to them, tired but present. You are doing everything right. At least, that is what you think. Because then, your baby reaches for grandma instead of you, or lights up for dad and fusses for mom, and it stings more than you expected. Here is the thing almost no one explains to new parents. Babies are not choosing a favorite person the way adults choose a favorite friend. Researchers who study infant attachment, including Mary Ainsworth, found that babies form attachment hierarchies. Not a single bond, but a ranked list built from small, repeated moments of comfort. Newborns already show a preference for their mother's voice over a stranger's, a finding from classic infant perception research using nothing more than a baby's sucking rate on a pacifier to measure interest. So today, we are going through 9 things that actually shape who your baby loves most, and most parents have no idea they are even happening. Stay until number 3, because that one surprises almost everyone. 9. Who responds fastest, not who loves most. You love your baby just as much as anyone in the house, but babies under about 8 months cannot yet hold a mental model of, this person loves me even when they're not here. What they can track is speed. Whoever answers the cry first, most consistently, becomes the predictable one. Repeatedly. Predictability reads to an infant's still developing brain as safety, because their nervous system has no other way to sort the world yet. If you're not always the fastest responder right now, that's not a verdict on your bond. It's a snapshot of a season. Try to be the fastest responder even just once or twice a day, especially during the first waking stretch of morning, when babies are most primed to register who shows up. 8. The sound of your voice when no one is watching. Vocal tone carries more weight with a baby than words ever will, since they can't parse language yet. A warm, low, unhurried voice signals calm to an infant's nervous system, while a flat or rushed tone, even one not meant unkindly, reads as neutral or distant. Their brain is essentially scanning for emotional weather, not vocabulary. This is part of why babies often light up for whichever adult naturally narrates daily life to them in a warm tone, even in silly moments no one else hears. Try narrating ordinary tasks, folding laundry, making coffee, directly to your baby in a warm voice. Not because you have to entertain them, but because your voice itself is the connection. 7. Skin, scent, and repetition, not romance. There's no dramatic bonding moment babies are waiting for. Infants build preference through raw repetition of physical closeness. The same chest they nap on, the same person's scent after a bath, the same arms during a meltdown. Their brain does not log grand gestures. It logs frequency. So consistent, ordinary physical closeness, the 10th time you rock them to sleep, not the first, is what quietly accumulates into preference. If you feel like you're not doing anything special, that repetition is the special thing. Hold your baby skin to skin for a few minutes during an ordinary part of the day, not just during meltdowns, so calm touch gets logged alongside comfort touch too. 6. Whoever is present during transitions, not just good times. Playtime matters, but it is not where preference is built. Babies pay disproportionate attention to who shows up during the hard hinge points of the day. The wake up, the meltdown, the falling asleep window. Daniel Siegel's work on interpersonal neurobiology points to exactly this kind of moment-to-moment attunement as what actually shapes a child's sense of a secure base, far more than any single fun outing. Transitions are stressful for a baby's still immature nervous system, so whoever helps regulate them through that stress gets coded as safe. None of this means the fun stuff doesn't count. It means showing up for one hard transition a day. Bedtime, a tantrum, an overwhelmed moment carries outsized weight compared to an hour of play. 5.
How you handle being pushed away. Sometimes a baby arches their back, turns their face, or squirms out of your arms, and it can feel like rejection. Developmentally, though, this is often just a young nervous system that's overstimulated and needs a pause, not a comment on you specifically. What actually shapes preference here isn't the push away itself, it's what you do next. A parent who backs off gently and stays nearby, rather than taking it personally and disengaging, teaches the baby that closeness is safe, even after friction. Their brain is quietly testing whether connection survives a moment of distance. Give your baby that pause without withdrawing yourself. Stay in the room, stay calm, and let them come back to you.
4. Whether you get down to their level. Adults tower over babies almost constantly, and it's easy to forget how much of a relationship gets built at eye level. Babies engage more, smile more, and sustain eye contact longer with adults who physically get down to their line of sight, rather than looming from above. This tracks with broader research on infant gaze and joint attention, which shows how central shared eye contact is to early social bonding. Face-to-face proximity gives a baby's developing visual system the clearest read on your expressions, which is most of how they understand you right now. Sitting or lying on the floor with your baby, even for a few minutes, gives their brain a richer read of you than being held up at your shoulder does. Stay until number 3. It's the one almost every parent does without realizing it's shaping anything at all. 3. Whoever is least distracted, not whoever spends the most hours. This is the one nobody talks about. A parent can spend 8 hours a day with their baby and still register as less available than someone who spends 2, if those 2 hours are phone-free, eye contact-rich, and fully present. Babies read attention, not clock time. Edtronic's still face research is the clearest demonstration of this. When a caregiver's face goes flat and unresponsive, even briefly, infants show visible distress, fussing, gaze aversion, self-soothing behaviors, and it takes real effort to repair the connection afterward. A phone glance during feeding isn't the same intensity as the still face experiment, but it lands on a similar spectrum for a baby's radar. A face that's physically there, but not really there. This isn't about achieving perfect, constant presence, which no parent can sustain. It's about noticing that quality of attention, not quantity of hours, is what your baby's brain is actually counting. Try picking 1 or 2 windows a day, a feeding, a bath, to be fully phone-free, and let that be enough. 2. How you say goodbye, not how you say hello. Reunions get all the attention because they're the emotional payoff, the run into your arms, the big smile. But separations are where a baby's trust in you is actually built or eroded. A caregiver who sneaks out to avoid a crying protest may get a smoother exit in the moment, but it teaches an infant's nervous system that people can vanish without warning, which is unsettling in a way that compounds over time. A caregiver who says a brief, warm goodbye, even through tears, teaches the opposite, that people leave and people come back, and both parts are predictable. Their brain isn't parsing your words during that goodbye. It's logging whether the pattern holds. If you're the one who tends to sneak out during drop-offs, try a short, calm goodbye instead, even if it means a harder 30 seconds. That's the version their nervous system learns to trust. 1. Who they feel safest falling apart in front of. Here it is, the thing that actually decides a baby's favorite person, more than any single behavior on this list. It isn't who makes them laugh the hardest or who they see the most. It's who they trust enough to completely lose it in front of. Every parent has noticed this at some point. A baby who seems fine all day with one caregiver, then falls apart the second a specific person walks in the door. This isn't a sign that person is doing something wrong. It's often the opposite. Babies tend to save their biggest emotional unraveling for whoever feels most safe to unravel in front of.
Because expressing raw distress takes a kind of trust that isn't extended to just anyone. Their nervous system has essentially decided, this is the person who can handle my mess. That meltdown at pickup, the one that feels exhausting in the moment, is frequently a quiet vote of confidence, not a complaint. If your baby seems to save their hardest moments for you, that's usually not something to fix. It's something to recognize for what it is. None of this makes you a bad parent, and none of it is a scoreboard. Babies do not need a perfect person. Research on caregiving consistently points to something more forgiving than perfection, what's often called good enough parenting, where what matters isn't flawless attunement, but showing up, missing the mark sometimes, and coming back. That coming back is where real bonding actually happens. If this video made you see even one of these moments differently, send it to another parent who needs to hear it. And if you want to understand more of what's actually happening inside your baby's mind, subscribe. We go deep on baby psychology every single week. See you in the next one.